This could be one of the most effective implementations of online advocacy to real-world politics yet seen in the YouTube Twitch space. I'd like to talk to you guys about logistics, optics, political engagement, and canvassing. This isn't a segment. I care a lot about political change. There are many things that I could have done with my channel to maximize personal growth if I did not care about political efficacy, one of the largest of which would have been being Bernie or bust. But I do care about affecting a positive change. And one of the ways I'd like to do that is by canvassing. In 2022, in the midterm elections, I want to canvass. I've said this for a while. I have some money put aside, though I'd hope to not spend a tremendous amount, because taxes are always coming for me, you know. But I did I see the Dylan Burns video about this? No, I don't know what you're referring to. But it's something that I want to help contribute to. So with that in mind, I wanted to canvass. So for those of you who don't know, canvassing is when you go out to a city, usually a city, and there is a candidate or a cause that you go and get people involved in. You go door to door and you say like, hey, you should vote for this person, or you can stand at like a mall and you can say, hey, you know, would you like to sign this petition? There's stuff like that. Thank you, the cornballer one. Thank you. Now, this is something that I wanted to do for a few reasons. First of all, it's a good community event. Second of all, it is very politically effective. See, my initial plan was to donate via a PAC, but here's the thing. Relative to the amount of attention I command, I have very little money. See, like, in terms of relative usefulness, here's how much money I have in my bank account, and here's how many people listen to me every day. There is a much greater ratio between your audience and your income, like on YouTube or when you're a streamer, than if you're like a television host. You know what I mean? Or to put it another way, the number of people I could get out there to canvass, it would be worth significantly more than the dollar value that I could donate directly. If I was willing to donate, say, $50,000, which I'd have to find a way, I'd have to work around, I'd have to form a PAC because you can't do that directly. I could procure $50,000 worth of volunteer labor much easier, much more effectively, much more directly, for a fraction of the cost. And it makes a community event. It gets us involved. I get to meet you guys. And you get political experience. And that's important to me because I know touching grass is difficult, but I want you to experience how significant the positive effect of directly contributing to a political cause can really be. Trust me, I know. Going out there, meeting other canvassers, meeting volunteer organizers, meeting people who share your values. It's going to be a lot of young people, people working with Justice Democrats, people who care about these causes. You know they're left-leaning. This is wholesome. I would almost call it spiritually fulfilling. But here's the thing. Optics. I am a slightly controversial boy. I've seen Destiny's mayoral support crash and burn because the opposition used his association with the candidate he was supporting to attack both. My concern has been that directly affiliating myself with a campaign could be problematic to the extent that it might even be able to harm national candidates. I don't want to sound conceited, but I do think that at my size, a direct association could be damaging to a congressperson, which is wild to think about, but possible. The N-word thing, many people are saying this. So to directly support a candidate, whether that would be a progressive Democrat against a centrist Democrat or a Democrat of any persuasion against a Republican later in the general, I cannot directly associate myself with them. If I'm taking photos with the candidate, if I have them on my stream, if I'm doing this, that, or the other, there's a direct association they can be attacked for. So what I thought was, I create my own independent canvassing outfit that will go there and do their work without ever directly associating with them. I won't meet them. We won't be in contact. They don't have to answer for me. I'll go there and admit that I like them, but it means that they're no longer answerable for me, which frees me up liability wise. Now there is an issue with that, and that is that while I can create a nonprofit, that's easy enough. Canvassing is really difficult to do because it requires access to voter registration data, which is proprietary and kept secret behind very expensive pay gates. I have been quoted high five figures to low six figures for access to voter registration info. That's a lot. That's so much that could single-handedly bankrupt a lot of smaller candidates, especially in state-level races, like a state senator or a state congressperson. That's enough that it's not even accessible to them. The standard Democrats, your normie Democrats, your mainstream Democrats, they have channels they can work within more easily. But what about progressive Democrats? They have trouble. Because if they're running in the primaries against centrist Democrats, why would the centrist Democrats give the Justice Dems access to their proprietary voting data? Right? Why would they do that? It puts us at a disadvantage. And if I had an independent canvassing org, I would have to get that data myself. Not only would I have to spend a lot of money for that data, I would then have to independently construct the apparatus for canvassing. This means multiple weeks, possibly months, of runs through a city, coordinating people's presence, not to even speak of liability. This is very expensive, possibly enough to bankrupt me, which would be disastrous, because quitting on a canvassing project because I can't fund it anymore is disastrous for a number of reasons, not the least of which would be I wouldn't be able to pay my taxes in April. So there are issues here. So I despaired. I drank. I screamed with sorrow. What do? Well, I have come up with an idea. Okay? I've come up with an idea. Now, this is not finalized, even close. We don't have the people we want necessarily, but I always thought it'd be nice to canvass for more than one candidate, right? I mean, I've got fans all over the country, all over the world, I mean, but mostly all over the country. Focusing things on one candidate, I mean, a nationwide tour, a period of 1 to several weeks where I fly to a city with the consent of a candidate's canvassing team. I have a one-day meetup with all the fans in that city, everyone who can come. I canvass with you for the day. I buy you a cheese wheel in the night, and the next morning I'm off to another city. You guys stick with the canvassing group that you meet with when you see me there, and I'm already in the next city with the next group of people. That way I could hit 5, 6, 7, 8, far more progressive candidates. I can meet far more people, hit multiple cities. New York, maybe multiple in New York, what with how much is up at stake there. You know, New York, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, there are places all over the country that I could potentially visit. A cheese wheel in every city. That's a promise from me. Now, will some of you show up and canvass for one day only to get the cheese, and then you'll ghost me? Or you'll ghost them? Yes, some of you will do that. But I sincerely believe that a large portion of you will be authentically engaged in the process of meaningfully contributing to this. Guys, I'll put it another way. How many times have you guys seen the dono? Hey, Vaush, thanks to you, I did this with my local campaign. Touching grass felt amazing. Thank you so much. People don't regret it. Every time. This is an in. I will give you guys an in to these communities, these spaces you care about, candidates you want to win in your cities. We will say hello, and I will leave, and afterwards I hope you will carry forward and continue to work with them. And I'll do this for as many as I can hit up, you know. Now, I think potentially This could be one of the most effective implementations of online advocacy to real world politics yet seen in the YouTube Twitch space. I actually think this might be degrees more effective than anything else that I could do. It limits liability because, from the perspective of the other candidates, none of them have to answer for me because I'm hitting up a dozen candidates. They don't have that. Media outlets aren't going to scream like, you're associated with the N-word saying. By that time, I'm in another city. I'm my own entity. I'm just getting people involved with the progressives. It makes it much harder to attack them through their association to me. And they don't need to give me anything because it's their canvassing outfit. I'll show up and I'll work just like you guys. I won't be special when I get there. You'll say hi to me. I'm sure you'll want selfies with me, but I will not. I'm not in a privileged position, from a canvassing perspective, with these volunteer groups. I will be canvassing. I will be broken into one of the groups. I will not be leading anything. I will get the cheese wheel. That I will lead us in the cheese wheel endeavor. Anything I can do online from afar. Yes. To people who can't participate directly, phone banking and text banking are viable options, which I'll probably direct you guys towards candidates for. For phone banking, you usually just call a number, and that number will cycle you through to one of thousands of phone numbers in the district that you're phone banking in. So you literally, like, you call 111, you call, it redirects you to Joe Schmo, and you talk with them. Now, of course, there's like a training thing. It's like a thing online you look through, and we'll talk about that. And text banking can be done by anyone, regardless of your accent. If you're non-American, you don't want to do call banking. It's even dicey to do call banking from other states because a Texan who hears a call bank and the person calling them is clearly a New Yorker might feel a little put off by that. But if they pick up the phone and there's a fucking Frenchman on the other side, like, no. If you have an accent or if you're out of the area, you can text bank. That's universal. So you've got the phone banking, you've got the text banking, and you have my Tor. That is what I am looking for. That is my idea. Now, I think if done appropriately, this would be super effective. I'd get to meet a ton of you guys. We'd all be able to touch grass. I would get to touch a lot of grass, maybe an almost unhealthy amount of grass, since I hate travel so much. But I would do it. It'd be good. Is it legal for non-Americans to text bank for candidates? Yes. They just can't donate. Non-Americans can't donate, but you can text bank. You need some logistics to determine how much the cheese wheel will cost, because cheese wheels are not cheap. I am willing to commit a $200 cheese wheel to every location if I can find one at that location. If I can find a good solid $200 aged cheddar cheese wheel, I will commit to that. Obviously the availability will vary depending where I am, but yeah, hold on. Cheese wheel, $200. Can I get a size estimate? What kind of cheese? Well, I'd probably stick to the basics. Parmesan or is the classic one. Let me see. Hold on. Can we get this one's $230. I can't speak to quality, but this is 17 inches in diameter, which I think is a pretty robust cheese wheel. Can I get a embedded photo, please? Would that be okay, or perhaps not? The photo is irrelevant because it doesn't have anything for scale next to it. I'll make it work. There's plenty of time left to decide that button. This will probably be happening mid-2020. But we'll have the planning being done well beforehand. I will inform people what cities, mid-2022, thank you. I will inform people of what cities I intend on being in, so that we can coordinate everything effectively. Yeah, Samson87, the logistics will work out. Time travel arc, yeah. Okay, so that is more or less the thing that I'm gunning for. Does everyone understand? Do we agree? I think this is a good idea. I feel like this is the most efficient use of the resources available to me. I'll burn through a lot of money on travel and accommodations, but it'll be spent on mobilizing people, which is more useful than concentrating everything in a single city, or whatever else. It gets the most people involved. That's the math. Trusted fans might be able to help with lodging. You are fucking insane if you think I'm lodging with any of you fucks. I'm staying in a goddamn hotel room with the doors barred on the top floor with a fucking paid bodyguard outside, okay? Fuck you guys. You fucking... Yeah, absolutely not. Jesus Christ. I need to get my fucking concealed carry license in all 50 states. What's the standard concealed carry license? Hold on. It's like the Utah one. The state of Utah, if you get a concealed carry license there, doesn't it, like, carry over to every other goddamn state? Like 37 of them? Is it Utah? What is it? It's the, which concealed carry permit? Ohio. Ohio concealed carry permit. That'll get you 38 states covered. 38 states for the Ohio one. Damn. Let me see. If we choose... Okay, carry allowed with my Ohio permit. Yes and yes with restrictions. Okay, here we go. This is the one. You can get this at a lot of gun ranges, I think. Okay, so green is yes. Allowed with the permit, including Washington. Hello. New York, of course not. So really most of the country. What restrictions? Yes with restrictions. What? Okay, let's see. Wait, is this concealed carry or open carry? Okay, concealed carry. Okay, hold on. Concealed carry reciprocity. Which states does Ohio honor? So in Florida, handguns only. Who concealed carries non-handguns? What? Thank you, Florida? Is that a thing that happens often? People are carrying hunting rifles like under their coat and also in their pants, like a fucking tree straightening line. What? No, there are non-handguns that you can hide. I'm just, yeah. Well, sawed-off shotguns are illegal anyway. I'm pretty sure they're illegal everywhere. Do you have any concealable firearms, just full size? The smallest gun that I have is a 4-inch barrel 1911. That's not a proper concealed carry. So this is all fine, because I'm at least 21. What about the ones that don't? What about, hold on. New York concealed carry license. Apply for a firearms license. Wait, a firearms license? Wait, possess on premises? Wait, what premises? Does that include your house? Do you need a license in New York State to carry a gun in your house? Which premises? Legal sawn-off? Look up New Jersey gun law and get mad. I don't want to get mad. Is it hard to get a concealed carry permit in New York? New York City is one of the most restricted CCW jurisdictions of the country. It's very hard to get. 6 to 9 months. Okay. Holy shit! Lads, we've got the Florida explanation now. God damn, look at that. Holy shit. Oh, what? He's ready. The fucking flippy gun. He pulled that out too quick. Isn't this the Forgotten Weapons guy? Not surprising to me he'd be quick with that. What about concealed knife laws? It's illegal to carry a dirk, dagger, or stiletto with the intent to use it as a weapon. Legal to open or concealed carry any knife that is legal to own. Okay, New York knife laws. What size of knife is legal? 4 inches? AC 10133 in New York makes it illegal to carry a knife with a blade that's 4 inches or longer. All right, well, 4-inch knife is pretty big. You said New Jersey concealed carry. I'll just look at this. New Jersey. Look at me instead. New Jersey concealed carry license. Thank you. Is it hard to get a concealed carry permit? It's virtually impossible for any resident to obtain a New Jersey carry permit. Well, that's cringe. In New Jersey, have concealed carry permits for more than one state. Check out our multi. There are, holy shit, There are apparently about 1,000 concealed carry permits in New Jersey in total. That's 0.01% of the population in the whole state. Are they all? They must all be like bodyguards or something, or like people of special interest. Jesus Christ, like cops or whatever. Yeah, concealed carrying is LARP, anyways. No, open carry is LARP. Concealed carry is justifiable. Okay, we have donos to read. Okay, shh. AL Explode, thank you for the incredibly kind $12. I really, really appreciate that. I can't make any promises about what areas I visit. This is only a general template, and I had the privilege of talking to some very cool people while planning all of this, including a person directly responsible for the successful campaign and subsequent election of a Justice Dem currently in Congress. I can't say any more than that, but like talking to these people, you know, like uh, 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 it's pretty cool. The funny thing is, I swear to God, the first thing that they said when I talked to them was, "I'm feeling starstruck." Apparently, they're a fan. Utterly fucking deranged. Utterly fucking insane. My brain will never adjust to this. Uh, my CIA contact, yeah, the people getting all the Justice Dems in there. Um, Wild shit.